going to talk about our climate action agenda and what we think needs to be done on the issue of climate change. Basically, the most obvious thing about climate change right now is that we need legislation to deal with this issue effectively, immediately. It's been very clear for a long time that this has been a problem, but there's been a complete lack of effort to really seriously address the issue, and that just needs to stop. We need to have immediate policy of reducing carbon emissions and generally responding to this threat in a real serious way. That's a pretty common agenda item for a lot of environmental groups, and a lot of people recognize that that's just the reality of the situation. What is less commonly recognized is that you have an issue where there are a lot of exemptions and exceptions being made in the climate bill which just aren't good policy, they're not fair to people, and they create a situation where you don't have balance in how you're going to address this problem. Clean transportation is one issue where it's underfunded. Other areas have more relative funding. A lot of people who really don't deserve funding are getting funding favors because of their political power, and that's a fundamental unfairness that needs to be addressed. And in particular, just the overall issue of fairness is something that has been immediately compromised in the climate bill right now, and that's something we're fighting against. And it's also one of our issues that we feel that cannot be ignored, because while it might seem in the short term that cutting deals with powerful special interests is the way to go, and maybe it is the only way you can get a bill, it will not in the long term really be an issue that can be sustained, because people are going to start to realize that they're not getting a fair deal, and when they do that, that's going to undermine the viability of the entire climate action issue. And that's something we want to try and avoid, and try and get policy that's fair, gives people a fair shake, and keeps the bill popular and in law for the next 30 years. So that's our climate issue.